What is poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We don't normally be doing it like this, but we want to take a look at the future format because my man's mini kill was letting us see some Justimon versus Millenummon footage. Yeah, we wouldn't normally be on this, but just wanted to keep the daily Digimon content going. So if you're enjoying it, let us know. Gonna see the Hotmon and, well, not Hotmon, the Monodramon and the Rio. The new stuff is pretty cool. And we're gonna see our Gazimon in the back, which is Monocolor on delete. Nice little card, but not being two color does kind of hurt us in some aspects. We are gonna play for 3 the Gazimon to search the top 3 and add one of the Chimeras, then pot deck the rest. And then we realized that we made a mistake here. I should have put, not being two color is kind of important because if they were red, like if it was half two color red or black, it meant that I would have been able to go Deltamon in the back, which would have been better. So that's a mistake on my part already. Well, you can see just like from turn 1, already optimizations to be made. Gonna get to free play a Rio because we have 2 or fewer Rios. He can't suspend anything yet. I think I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, he thought it was a on-play start of main, and that is going to be the Bishop device coming down, which when it's deleted, it stops something from suspending. So we're just confirming what it is that has been stopped from being able to crash into security. We're going to go for Parabolic Junk though, whilst we have a Black Sauce. We're going to target the thing that cannot... Are we targeting the thing that cannot? We're gonna play down for 8, gonna pop the Gazi, which is gonna gain us back the 2. We're gonna mill 2, which is gonna find the it's gonna find a machine in there, and we get to pop a 3, 4, and 5, which means that we do get to clear the 4. So passing him over 4, but with nothing in raising, we've done enough to clear a decent amount. This time we're going to see start of main come through, and there's going to be the Rio putting in a second Bishop device. The first one he was able to play because you can ignore color requirements. But the second one is just being placed, so you don't have to worry about that color requirement stuff. Cyberdramon straight down makes a decent amount of sense. We do have the rookie in the back, and we could evolve for 3, or we could use Wicked God Descends to play it for 4, reduce the play cost of something by 4. And then if we have the second Chimera, yeah, we're gonna go Wicked God Descends here for 4. Play Am I tripping? Yeah, let's play the machine. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, we are Digi-crossing to try and bring the price down. Yes, Digicross, and then we're going to delete the deleting the Cyberdramon is what we wanted to do, but we kind of wanted to see if we could fish for the combo. So we've done this the stupid way, because this then lets us go into a second machine by deleting the Gazimon, which is just messy. Like, I think ultimately my original plan of like go Wicked God, I think the problem is we didn't have the right Chimera. I think we need the red-purple, no, purple-red. They're both purple-red, I don't know. One of the Chimeras has an on-play, the other one is when digivolving when attacking. I think the better play would have been to go Wicked God, play an on-play Chimera, Chimera pop itself, to then float into machine. I think the problem is we needed the machine on board, which is kind of cringe. So we're going to pass him over way too much memory to get 2 machines on board, which, like, 2 machines, that's pretty good. It means hopefully now we should be able to make a Chimera with it. And he's not in position to punish, but he is in position to set up quite nicely in the back. The King device does let you recycle things, and the other problem that we have found in this matchup is this Justimon deletes option cards in either player's battle area, meaning our Wicked God option does just get turned off. Like, he can just use it as a free extender, which is pretty miserable. Is you can take it off the when digivolving. And we got de-digivolved as well. Although the attack, pretty nice, big fan. It wasn't off the when digivolving, it's off the when attacking, so it gets to unsuspend because it's Justimon, it always unsuspends off of his stuff. And there's going to be the Monodramon coming down, doesn't find any tamers, and he did pass us 3 because we did hit the memory set out of security. We can swing when attacking. Yes. Wait, is this the trap? Swing. It is fully protected, so that is the other thing that's kind of annoying. We are going to swing and die, which is kind of cringe. Oh, no, we don't. Okay, yeah, we are going to swing and die. Then we're going to DNA into the Millenummon. The Millenummon coming through is going to delete the one target that we have. And then we have a 6, a 3, and a 4 in there. So we're going to add them to the top of the deck in order to gain 3 memory. So up to 6 there. And now we are pretty chunky. Like, we can get over the Justimon Blitzarm, because whilst it does have blocker, it can't really play any other defense, which is nice. So I think the goal here is just to swing for 2 checks. Yeah, hitting the Queen device first check, kind of cringe. Two Digimon gain sec -2. So that is going to be our Millenummon that does get caught. And it turns off another one, but there's no point swinging. So we're just going to drop the Digimon. And we realize there is a Wicked God and a Millenummon in name. So we get to keep the Z that we found. We're going to go into Moon. He does have under 5 cards, so we're not going to be deleting any tamers off of that at all. But it does mean if we swing and this died, then we would be able to burn a security. But unfortunately, we hit a tamer out, so now 4 Rios on board is pretty rough. And like, we could just go Z'd here. Yeah, it's only going to pass 2. Like, it is actually our cheapest pass. And it also gives us a composite. So the thing is, we're trying to figure out like what it is we do to protect. But the way we end up doing this ends up working out pretty nicely. We choose... choose not to go into Z'd? Yeah, we're gonna pass 3, I think, by just dropping a rookie to search and extend. It sets up a pretty massive board because we're not really worried about Death Eggs in a list like this. It being protected also does kind of limit our options, so we're going to find a composite and we're just gonna once again double hit into Moon and Z'd. So which means we can go back into Moon should anything bad happen to our Digimon. I think we're gonna start a main stay in the back. One other thing we didn't realize as well as the, like until game 2 is that the Rio is when you place a thing is draw 1. So he might have had a couple more cards in hand instead of being, which, you know, maybe I might have been able to pop a tamer, but it's like, it is what it is. Denied himself hand advantage, also denied himself the ability to play. So yeah, we're going to start with main, add those, and yeah, him actually drawing would be pretty helpful. He's going to swing, and that's going to be Digivolve 1, and then going to go Queen device to -3k the Millenummon, putting me down to 11. He's currently 11, but by tapping the both Rios, he goes up to 13. And then I'm going to redirect into it because that's what I want to do. And then when it would be deleted, I'm going to bot deck both of those to float back in, and we're going to Digicross 1 Chimera from hand and 1 machine from trash. So then we're going to Digicross in, and then it is going to delete, and that's going to overflow 7, which is very funny. Yeah, it's bugged on this sim where it says ace -3, but it's supposed to be ace -4. But yeah, pretty funny. Like, even if he wasn't trying to like collision into us or whatever, like we, you know, very funny. Digivolve again, nothing to pop. Gonna swing in, does hit, and then that allows us to burn the last card of security because the Digimon was deleted, and then we get to swing. Yeah, today's sponsor is me. I appreciate everyone supporting me as they have, and there are plenty of other ways to support the memberships, Twitch Prime and all of that are great ways to do so. And just making sure that in addition to slapping like down and making sure you are subscribed, there are plenty of other things that I do that I really love doing and take a lot of work. And appreciate if you guys also gave them a shout and gave us some honest feedback on them, because the only way we can make them better is if people tell us what they like and dislike. But yeah, that's it for today's sponsor. Appreciate you if you didn't skip it. Back to the video. Alright, we're back for game number 2, and I want to say a big thank you to all of our members, our Mega Just Justice Josh, our Ultimates, our Champions who get that bonus content from the podcast 1 month early, our Rookies, and our DigiX that have been supporting everything. Hope y'all have been enjoying the ad-free content, and if you've enjoyed ad-free week, then consider becoming a member so you can be ad-free all the time. Looks like, oh yeah, I think I'm just gonna, yeah, we have to reset here because Lamau, suddenly we couldn't see each other's cards, which is a bit unfortunate, but I don't like this hand. Like, I don't hate it, but no rookie. This list feels kind of bad, but I mean, Analog Youth, kind of like a rookie, one would argue. Gonna play the Knight device, which is plus 4k piercing. I feel like that's one of his best openers. Like, if you're not gonna get the Rio down, like going Millenummon plus one of the 3-cost devices is pretty nice. Gonna find the Deltamon, and then we're gonna pitch off to. Then we're gonna just put the memory setter down early. I wouldn't be surprised if we stay in the back with Deltamon here, and they're going to have the Millenummon come down. Top 4 does add the Rio. And then we're just going to play the Rio for 3. So we could try and push up here and go Delta play for the Chimera, but like we're not really resetting properly. So we're just going to build the... Okay, no, we are going to put the Delta, but first we're going to... we are going to Parabolic Junket, and then we're going to evolve for 1 cost, thanks to the Deltamon. And then Deltamon, by deleting one of my Digimon, delete their 3s. We're going to mill 2 off the Pagu, and then no other effects. However, we are going to hatch and regain, and in all of that, we did not gain another, like, rookie or anything. So it's still looking like a pretty shit pass. Really, really not ideal. And we also didn't hit into a machine either. So it's a pretty expensive Digicross if we want to Digicross here. But that is what we're going to do. We're just going to Digicross and pass him 5 by just using the Nene to Digicross a composite from trash. So we'll get the Deltamon and go from there. Rio is going to push out. He's going to put the there's the Bishop device down. We're going to play another Millenummon. Ooh, it does add the Rio, it does add the Strike Dramon, which it looks like that's what we're missing. Down comes another Searcher. And into the... So now we're into Rios, because the level 5s do not care about how many Rios you have. Luckily we're going to draw into a rookie. Yeah, oh, okay, we're going to pitch off one of our Millenummons to try and extend further, which does find us a new rookie, so it was worth paying for it. And then we could... this one's delete a level 4 to get into a different machine Dramon in trash, but we don't have any machines in trash yet, so... Oh! Instead of having Digicross requirements, you could... pop a composite. I guess that's how this is supposed to be used. I'm probably just, you know, I'm still reading these cards. I feel like I've only read that when you would play it, reduce its cost now, but we're going to de-digivolve back from the Cyber Dramon back down to the Strike Dramon just to try and make things nice and difficult for him. Espimon in the back, which does find blockers, but more importantly, it does find black tamers, which I think is the important thing. We have so many devices now, so if he wanted to, yeah, he can tap the Rio, trash 4, and then that's going to let him play a Cyber Dramon down, which does have Rush and Collision, which is going to be very important in a sec. Then, when the card is trashed, we're going to stop something from suspending, which I think is stopping the machine from suspending. Then we're going to give the plus 4k and piercing to the Cyberdramon, and then we're going to use the 2 king devices to bring back the 2 things that we trashed, because all of them are going to fire from the trash. Then, since we do have Rush and Piercing, it is going to swing. I would love to declare blocker with the machine, but it has been stopped from being able to suspend, meaning it cannot pay the cost of blocking. So we're going to block, and then Piercing. When attacking, it is 17k thanks to it does trash a device. 17k matters because it does punch over the big crystal. Alright, Strike Dramon down, does find the Rio. So you're just gonna go for another, we're just gonna play another Rio down. Okay. I'm gonna pass over a minimum amount of memory. We can't suspend, we are gonna go to 3 of course. We could make a second, no, we can't make a second Deltamon in the back because the Deltamon is over black and red, and this is the monocolor Gazimon. And looks like we're just going to raw Digivolve into the Millenummon just to pop the Cyberdramon. Just passing in 1, it's not like ideal, but it sets up, and we have a moon in hand, so the moon can actually do something. We do have a redirect as well. And he's just going to pass us back the turn with the Monodramon. So yeah, choosing to play like heavy control on his 5s is definitely paid off. Again, because he was not placing the cards, it does mean that he's not actually at the 5 to like punch down. But when attacking, he's going to delete the Monodramon that was played thanks to the Deltamon inherit, which is going to burn top card of security. He is going to search top 5 for a tamer, find nothing. With the Cyberdramon Ace, which is going to come down, and then that is going to be a swing in, which is going to hit for the 2 checks thanks to the Chimera inherit. It is going to pop a 1k or less, so we're going to, or 12k or less, which we are thankfully bigger than, but yeah, it does take an extra chip off the board. But we can do some fun stuff. We're going to Digicross with the Deltamon, and then we're going to bring the Chimera from trash using the Nene. And then that's going to be -3 costs, which is going to be 8. And then it is going to delete the Cyberdramon, which is going to be Overflow 3. I think technically I could have tried to make my Millenummon back if I tried to delete. Oh no, because it only deletes level 5, so I couldn't delete my Millenummon. So yeah, this was the way that I had to do it. So we take the Cyberdramon off the board again. And now we're just kind of like, we're slowly chipping away at his ability to climb up to the Justimon, which is the important thing. Like, we are giving him a decent amount of memory, but as you can see, like, he's putting in as much as he can. Still just digging. What does he do on 1 memory here? Because we have an unsuspended Digimon, so he is actually going to have to attack. It's kind of a funny thing, like Cyberdramon just choosing violence at all times, whether you like it or not, pretty funny. And it attacks the player as well, so it's not even like you can choose to like attack a Digimon. It's like, yeah, if they have an unsuspended guy and they're not trying to fight. But then again, I guess you have collision, so like it doesn't matter. We're going to go for the Rio tap. In we go. Machine Dramon. I mean, he gains 1 memory when he attacks. And we do get... Wow, we actually do get the clear onto the Millenummon. Which, again... We're gonna get to Digicross on his turn, which full clears his board again, man. So yeah, that was kind of vile. It was on delete machine, float into Chimera, Chimera on play, delete one of my other Digimon to pop his 3, 4, and 5. Millenummon on delete, bot deck the two things to float. So we get to maintain our board on his turn, swing for which is unfortunately only one check, and exactly stops us from finishing him, because ideally we go swing, swing, and then Z'd for game, but we don't have it like that. But what we do have is another low pass of 1 to clear his body. I will say, like, defensively, like, once you've got the Millenummon down, being able to make the second Millenummon by sending the cards from trash back does feel really funny. But yeah, this is looking like handshake phase, unless he can find a way to trash. I mean, no, yeah, he doesn't even have enough pawn devices. So if he had the fourth one, he could try and play the Digimon to give sec -2 to everything once again. And that's going to be the third Rio coming down. We're going to push up. We're going to go to 3. We're going to swing in for the 2 checks. And that is going to be Millenummon taking the game. But we still got a little bit left in the video. We're going to do a bonus game. Nice long video here in ad-free week, even though it's not ad-free if you're not a full member. But if you enjoyed the little best of 1 ad-free things, consider becoming a member. So that way every week can be ad-free week. Gonna have the rookie in the back as we're gonna go for the analog youth. So he had a pretty similar opening turn, and we do actually have the moon in trash now, so in theory the Wicked God Descends is going to be quite useful. But as we've seen, the Wicked God Descends is only useful if the Justimon isn't there to just immediately shoot it. And at this point we do realize that the start of mains do play them down. They do play them down and let him draw. But we're looking okay at 3 memory. Gonna go into a second Deltamon, which is gonna bring back... We could bring back the Chimera, but it's the same one, so we're not really getting to choose which Chimera is gonna be. So we're just gonna go into Chimera. Chimera pop my guy to pop his guy. We do get a Mill2 out of it, and we don't get to float into anything, but we do get 1 memory back and do get the hatch. Not that the hatch matters really, but it's more about stealing the memory back and just being kind of an ass. Like, if you're not getting the value, then we're just gonna keep trading him down. And Justimon ace hard slap. I mean, he's protected for a turn, which is incredibly relevant. Unfortunately, the Deltamon going to the bottom of the deck. I actually would have liked the Deltamon looking at it, but I think we needed the ability to recur properly. You can see he's trying to figure out where we go. Just gonna go for another Gizamon, pitch off the machine, because I think the plan is to go Chimera. Oh, the Chimera doesn't even float into the machine. That's the problem. Like, it's the on deletion is it with the other thing on board. Is gonna swing. Stop. What's it gonna do? He can trash 1. He's gonna give the plus 4k, so 15k beats over the body, and he's gonna go in again. Hits over a 1k. So I mean, got his 2 checks in, pretty big, and then Justimon XL Arm to bounce back the Justimon back to hand. It's going to overflow 4, but he didn't really have another cheap pass, so let's at least let him cycle 1. And you know, I'm foolishly going to find out that that also means that it gets he gets his Blast Evo back, which I did not realize that it goes over Justimon crit arm thingy for 1 still. Like, it's still a cycle, which is still quite funny. Swinging at security for the 1k. In it goes. Can choose to pop the Bishop device, which he's going to do to unsuspend, which then can stop the Chimera from... Oh, the Deltamon from suspending, because the idea was for the Deltamon to just run in and, like, retile, but thankfully, like, knowing he's protected from Digimon effects means that I'm not going to do anything stupid. Alright. Wait, I don't think we were supposed to analog youth there, because... I'm pretty sure there was a Deltamon that was level 4, so it should not have gained... Oh no, I evolved into a Chimera and popped myself. just to try and get a little bit more value in terms of cycle. Again, not ideal, but we're making it work. It feels like he's actually going to chip us down from just running it through. And Hobbit Justimon again searches for blockers, but more importantly searches for black tamers. Is going to add the Rio. And this slow ass game, once again, just confirming whether he has protection or not, which he still does. The goal here is we need the memory, so we're going to swing in and crash, which is going to mill 2 and give us a memory back. Also, we get to pitch 1 to add a card back to hand, so we're going to pitch off a machine. Oh, and it deletes a Digimon on the way out, so, you know, we get to be a little bit petty. Who needs raid? A little bit petty on the way out, and then we can't go for Wicked God, really, because he's just going to trash it. So, by starving... Oh, okay, never mind, we're just going to Wicked God. I'm just going to Wicked God, and we're just going to load up the redirect underneath him, and then it's full cost, and then Digicross for 12, so I think that puts him to 10. Yeah, just puts him straight to 10. Odd decision, but I mean, looks like that's what we had. I guess we were not immune to effects. These turns fly by so fast. I'm also exhausted. We do it for the love. Gonna have the Digimon come out. It's gonna once again check top 4. It does hit the Rios, so like he's hitting them pretty consistently. And down comes the Rio off of the Cyberdramon. And now we have options. Theoretically, he could just hit us with the Swifty once again. The Justimon Ace, but we could also just de-Digivolve it. What are the chances he has another level 5? Ooh, make the Moon. The Moon's pretty good too. I'm gonna Parabolic Junk. Yeah, Parabolic Junk on the okay, on the Gizamon. Yep. And drop the Chimera for 8 - 1. Hit 7. 7. Pop the Giza to pop his level 5. And then gain back 2 off the Parabolic Junk. Puts him to 3. And then we also get to burn 1 card of security thanks to the Moon. Never mind, it was 7 and then gain back the 2, so it is actually at 5. And once again, because we reset his stack from having to play on board, he's having to commit more things. And we are able to continuously control this board, obviously against faster things or things that have like rampant de-Digivolve would be in a bit more trouble, but has not been the case this time. We just don't really have too much in terms of combo stuff. We are going to try and swing for the 2 checks. We are going to pop the Monodramon on board, which is going to burn the 1 thanks to the Monodramon. We are then going to hit the Bishop device, which is going to bounce back our Gazimon, which is fine because we're kind of low on cards, so I actually don't think we want the on deletion anyway, but still kind of grim. I think this might still be game depending on what can swing, because we got to trash the sec -2, so it didn't go off. And I do troll here, like if I just swung with anything before going into this overclock, then that's like guaranteed game, but instead I'm just going to be stupid and we're going to put the Hotmon on top. Yeah, we're going to Hotmon on top, delete the Digimon in order to swing for the last check. But yeah, if we just swung once and then Z'd, that is game, but instead we have accidentally game extended. So we'll see if he can try and do something with it. He's up to 9 cards now. Getting 2 devices down? Are we going to get the 3rd one down? $17 cards left in deck versus 6. Yeah, it looks like we're going to trash all 4 to try and get the Cyberdramon down. Which, again, trying to stop us from getting too much done, which is valid. Stops us from being able to unsuspend. Or to able to suspend. Luckily we have overclock. So this actually isn't going to stop us as long as we can get rid of the body. And he is actually going to have to swing. We do have a redirect, so to 15k, 19k. Yeah, we just have to let that one rock. Oh, wait, he has collision, right? Oh, wait, but we can't suspend, lol. So we actually can't even, like, collide pierce through. He just has to swing through, which is pretty funny. And down comes the third Rio to just pass us one. I don't hate it. Like, obviously we game extended, which was kind of unfortunate, but from this situation, we just need to be able to delete the level 5 and we're good. Because he doesn't have any blockers. Like, we can't delete 2 level 5s, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. So 1 memory passed, and he does actually have to attack with the Savagemon because we have an unsuspended Digimon. I'm going to redirect that one though and clear that one off, so no free chip for him, no eggs to hatch. And we are nearing the end of our little journey through this game through thanks to the extension. Only 1 memory to play with, so we're just going to evolve into the Deltamon. Deltamon on play when digivolving is going to try and pop something. Nothing there, and then we are going to delete it in order to go for that final check without suspending with Overclock. Does he have a Justimon in hand? Even if he does, it's actually not going to matter because we're going to go for 16k, and I mean, we'd be bottom decking it anyway before it even does this. Not that it matters, as we are going to swing for that last check.